Alright, just walking out of Creede. Had fun at the donkey races yesterday. Got a big old Bernese mountain dog right here. Hi, puppy. Oh, and another dog. Hi. But yeah, just gonna head up the canyon here. I have to go by one of the mines, which I'll probably take pictures of. 10 miles until I'm back on trail. So let's do this. Just had a funny encounter with a mountain biker going the other way. Old guy coming down the hill. He slows down a little bit. He's just like, Canada? Yep. Good job. He just keeps on heading down the road. Pretty much all of a road walk today until I connect to the trail. A lot of uphill because I gotta get up an elevation. I'm gonna find a shady spot here in the next probably 20-30 minutes and get lunch. Back on the CAT, above tree line, and the wind is whipping. So I'll catch you later. Well, I'm in camp a little bit early because two different groups of people I've talked to have said that the snow gets really bad from here. And then some day hikers that I ran into said the same thing, that basically from here it gets real bad. So I'm camped up, got a little campfire going. Already got the tent set up and all that stuff, so I'm good to go. There's no fire restrictions in place because everything's still so wet. So I figured it would be a good spot. Camp ring was already built and everything, so why not, you know, have a campfire, chill out. Already made dinner, already had dinner. I'm actually going to give you guys a tent tour a little bit later, just to give you an idea of how I set things up in my tent when I'm in camp. So I'm back on trail, and tomorrow morning, hopefully I'll be able to get across the snow that is down over here, but while it's still hardened up and not an issue. But waterproof socks and probably micro spikes, definitely ice axe. Somehow I ended up with tree sap in my hair. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, whatever. So I'm going to settle in for the night. I'll show you around my tent here in a minute. And have dessert and just chill. So I will check you later. Alright, well, while the fire is burning down, let's show you what my tent's like. So that I use as a basically doormat. My tripod sits there. My shoes will actually be over here to dry. Micro spikes. And I always keep my water here. The Sawyer will go in my sleeping bag for the night just because it'll get cold. But this is my home for the last few months. Big Agnes sleeping pad and sleeping bag. I use this area as basically storage for stuff. And so I have my lid for my bags, which is basically my camera gear and my phone and stuff normally when I'm hiking. The little pocket here is my electronics nook where everything sits for charging. Got my toiletries bag, got my miscellaneous stuff bag, which also has my toilet kit in it. So like if in the middle of the night I needed to go to the bathroom, I could grab that. Up top, I have currently my neck knife is sitting in there, but I also put my headlamp in there at night. And that's empty. Have my puffy inside my sleeping bag. My clothing bag will go in my sleeping bag and my feet will rest on it, which is actually really nice. And then my other little storage one is all the little stuff sacks for my sleeping bag and my mat, all that stuff. So when I get in here, I will take my backpack and put it in after I get in the tent, and basically it'll sit in my vestibule. That's basically it. So that's how I've been living for the last several months, 2 months basically at this point. So the tent is a Big Agnes Fly Creek, one person. Unless you're trying to ultralight, I would say do the 2-person tent. The extra storage is nice. And then also, the Fly Creek is a front entry design. Not a huge fan of it, but it does work. I honestly prefer the side entry tents, like the Tiger Wall or some other ones. But personal preference, you know, whatever. It's a nice light tent, so I really don't have any complaints about it. It's been durable. It's survived some pretty crazy windstorms. Tomorrow I will be up nice and early. I gotta cross all of that snow right there. So, but that's tomorrow. Tonight I'm just gonna get some sleep. So, let the fire die and go to sleep. So I will catch you in the morning. Well, I'm on top of San Luis Peak. Decided to come up here, 14,014 feet. And I'm gonna be heading down that way to reconnect to the CDT. It was a pretty good hike up here. It's, you know, you're talking about a 2,000 foot vertical gain just from where I was at down in the saddle. So, yeah, it was a thing. But out of the snow now, so I'm gonna take my waterproof socks off, have a snack, already took some pictures, and get out of here. So I will catch you later. Alright, basically down from San Luis Peak. Should hit the trailhead here soon, in which case I connect to another trailhead, which gets me back to the CDT. Probably take lunch at the trailhead. Less, you know, like 10 minutes. But it should be another couple miles up here. So, I'm doing that. The trail finally leveled off a little bit, so I'm not sliding down the mountain. And just enjoying another beautiful day in Colorado. So I just ran into two women hiking up in dresses and heels. I asked them about it, and it's apparently her 10th. One of them, it's their first, but the other one, it's her 10th time hiking a 14er in heels. And she did it the first time like as a joke, I guess, and then just started doing them that way. Man, that's hilarious. Good for them though. That, oh god, their feet must be so sore by the end of the day. But yeah, on a good trail. I guess I'm 4 miles from the trailhead, so take a break and rejoin this other trail to get back to the CDT. Alright, it's about 4 o'clock. Just filled up on water. Was hiking with Strider for a while. He's doing a long ass section hike, or lash, from basically the start to somewhere up here in Colorado, and then he has to get off trail for a wedding. But we both pretty much summited San Luis Peak together. He hurried up ahead because he's actually trying to hike into Gunnison, or hitch into Gunnison tomorrow. So he's like out of food. Whereas I have plenty, since I'm going all the way to Salida on what I have. Should be basically 3 more days and a partial to Salida. And it's going to be mostly stuff like this. Not going to really be up at altitude until I do the Marshall Pass to Monarch bit, which is what I did on the bike last year. So other than that, pretty much everything's downhill low like this. It's hot. It's very hot. The weather's been great. That should be the last snow that I really get into. There may be some on, you know, the Marshall Monarch area, but it shouldn't be bad. I just remembered. If you're wondering why there's been no drone footage, I mailed the drone home in Shama. It's because I discovered the Minis don't like to fly above 9,000 feet, and above 11,000 feet, they do just about everything they can to keep you from flying them. So most of my time in Colorado will be at altitudes that the drone would just not appreciate. But yeah, the altitude just didn't cooperate, so no big deal, but just let you know what's going on. So I just waded across that. There's supposed to be a bridge. There's not, and it's knee deep and fast flowing. But that was the sketchiest water crossing I've done this trip. That was not cool. So I'm in my tent right now. I haven't set anything up other than the tent. I'm currently hiding from all of the mosquitoes. I managed to kill 3 in one slap on my leg at one point. And I'll be having dinner in here. Let's just put it that way. Good day. Did like 19 miles. And a 14er, so hey. It's very hot. I'm gonna get set up in here, eat, drink, and sleep. For tomorrow we hike. Alright, just heading out from camp. Been going for about 1.5 miles. Had to escape all the mosquitoes. Good God. It was just that spot too. I don't know what was the deal. But road walk for most of today, it looks like. I probably won't get to 114 today, because that I think would be like 24 miles today, something like that. But just hiking up here, my first water point's like 5 miles from where I camped. Get up here, fill up on some water, have a snack. Pretty much the next couple of days until I get up to Monarch Pass are pretty mild. It's a lot of this type stuff. Should get to Salida. Well, I should get to Monarch Pass, where I'll hitch into Salida on the 18th. It's the 15th. So I've officially been going for 2 months now. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm a third of the way there. I'll hit mile 1,000, trail mile 1,000 today. Obviously, I've done a little bit less than that. But everybody seems to just keep track of it by trail miles, so whatever. And we'll see if there's anything on the trail denoting that. I thought I might not be able to tell where the 1,000-mile mark was, but it's a party.
It's here. There's not even reception. We're still hanging out.
Whatever. That is pretty crazy, though.
Oh, you went down that. Oh no. And then
that's 1,000.
So I could see the light.
Well, that's 1 down. 2 more to go. Alright, just got water at this stream. Wet my hat down. It's friggin' hot, man. I probably am gonna make it to 114 this afternoon. It's like 9 miles from where I'm at right now. It's basically noon. At this point, I'm kind of just looking for a nice shady spot to eat lunch, take shelter from the heat. Yep, just working my way up the CDT and the Colorado Trail. This is part of the section. There's like 200 some miles of the Colorado Trail and the CDT where they're the same thing. So, and I will check in with you probably at lunch. It's like actually a thing. Oh man, I am really sore right now. And I believe I am going to try and do an unplanned hitch into Gunnison for a 0 or a Nero. My left ankle's bothering me again. It was really hot the last 2 days, so I'm gonna try that. I'm at 114 right now, by the way. So 18 or 19 miles for the day already. So we'll see. Well, I'm in Gunnison, and now I'm trying to hitch back out to the trail. Had lunch and everything. Had a good night's sleep. Had a shower. I gotta see if I can get back out to the damn trail. I might be here for a minute. Alright, made it back to the trail. Time for more extreme walking. Oh, there's a bunch of them, like 3 or 4. All A10s. That's cool. Got buzzed the other day by a couple of F-16s doing a low-level flight right as I got onto the Creede cutoff. But they went over so fast I never even got my camera out. It's cooled off a little bit. The cloud cover has helped immensely. So that's not nearly as bad. I just passed a trail crew working on the Colorado/CET, so very much appreciated. The sign back there, probably 5 miles, said 32 miles to Marshall Pass. I would like to get there tomorrow, because then I can do the Monarch Crest section, which is the bit that I did on my bike, in one day, and then get the ride into Monarch or into Salida. We'll see. I'm gonna try and get at least 10 miles today. But let's see where we get. I just filled up water at the stream here, and I'm now basically just trying to outrun this cloud of mosquitoes. Which I mean literally. I think I killed 5 or 6 in one slap when I was just trying to do the water. Oh, that's muddy. And they're just everywhere in this field. So I'm gonna get above here somewhere where they hopefully go away and then camp. So I'll catch you later if I survive. This is what I'm having to resort to just to keep the mosquitoes out of my nose and mouth. Just trying to get out of here. I know the trail goes up, so I'll be out of this soon, I hope. Ugh. Mosquitoes are just as bad this morning, if not worse. So I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. It did cool down overnight, so that was good, but not a whole lot. Definitely never got below freezing. We're just trying to escape the mosquitoes. Alright, I have outrun the worst of the mosquitoes. That was ridiculous. That was just a cloud of them following me. God, it's the heat. It's been super hot here, so they've been able to breed. It was been in the hundreds down in Denver the last like 3 days, which also means it's gonna jack the fire danger way up. So I'm gonna see how close I can get to Marshall Pass today, and we'll go from there. It's Cheshire. Just got trail magicked in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Just got trail magicked from Cheshire back there. Cheshire. And looking like I might get rained on here in a minute. So I might get going and see how close I can get to Marshall Pass before things get real shitty, if they get real shitty. Honestly, a little bit of rain wouldn't feel bad. It would cool things off. So we'll see what happens. Morning. Got a couple of miles to the Marshall Pass trailhead. Take advantage of the bathrooms and stuff there. It's about 12 miles from there to Monarch Pass. Under a 15-mile day today. Should get to Monarch Pass 2-3 o'clock-ish. Should be a beautiful day. It's supposed to potentially rain a little bit this afternoon, so I may kind of hurry a little bit just to avoid the storms. But yeah, pack's light, minimal food left. Only carrying about a liter of water right now. We're gonna do this. I'd really like to see some mountain goats today, but I guess we'll find out. Well, this looks familiar. I'm at Marshall Pass. About to go up over the Monarch Crest Trail. See how much I remember from the bike. I remember that trail being pretty rough, but we'll see, I guess. Well, partway up here, it's just as gnarly as I remember. And I'm getting close to the point where I ended up having to walk the bike through because it was so rocky. Definitely, I would say easier on foot. I've seen 2 mountain bikes and a dirt bike. Just a nice walk in the woods for now until I break out above tree line. So, catch up there a little further. First marmot. I saw it a minute ago. I thought it was a damn dog. Where are you going, buddy? Because I'm just trying to follow this trail. As you can see, they look very similar to beavers. They just have a bushy tail. First marmot of the trip. I'd love to see some bighorn sheep or mountain goats up here, but somewhat doubtful given how heavily trafficked this trail is. Just heard the first thunder off in the distance there. So that's my cue to get out of here. Met a family coming up from the Colorado Trail, which links up right back there. But unfortunately, they had to go back down the hill to find one of the children's sleeping bags. I'm gonna work on getting at least up over the top here and on my way down before any of this weather gets to me. Oh, it looks like I gotta climb a snowbank. Oh boy. Alright, I'll catch you up there.
They choose to love the violence it grows in the world. It does go just where la take me home. Mother, I'm coming home. I'd forgotten why we came. Not unlike my father. Mighty mountains call my name.
Thank you guys again so much for an awesome evening. We're National Park Radio. We'll hang out in our merch tent right here.